Are you looking for the best protein shake blenders? In this video, we will look at some of the 7 best blenders on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Oster MyBlend. If you want to spend less and tend to make simple protein shake recipes with ice, liquid, and powder, consider the Oster MyBlend. While it's not the most powerful blender on this list, it's an inexpensive option for making basic shakes. It has a sporty design and comes with a 20-ounce bottle-shaped jar. The lid is resealable, so you can easily take your shake on the go, and it has a built-in resealable lid that makes it easier to carry. It's not nearly as good as the Ninja Fit at crushing ice, but it can break up ice cubes, so adding ice cubes to your shake isn't an issue. Unfortunately, it has a somewhat plasticky build quality, and some parts of the motor base feel cheap. Unlike the more expensive blenders on this list, it's not an ideal choice if you like to add fruit or vegetables like kale to your shake, since it takes a long time to process fibrous ingredients and makes a less silky blend than the other picks. It's not ideal for processing hard ingredients like nuts, but you can add a spoonful of pre-made almond butter. Unlike the Ninja Fit, you don't need to hold the jar down to blend, so you may find it's more convenient to use. The jar, lid, and blades are also dishwasher safe and easy to clean by hand. Number 2. Ninja Fit. If you're looking for something cheaper that can still handle tough shake ingredients like seeds and leafy greens, the Ninja Fit is a great option. This mid-range blender is lighter on features than the Ninja Foodi Power Nutri Duo, which makes it a bit less versatile and easy to use. It comes with a pair of smaller, 16-ounce personal jars with to-go lids. It can make a smooth blend with a variety of recipes, whether your usual shake is limited to ice, liquid, and powder or includes additions like fruit, vegetables, and nuts. However, unlike the Duo, it lacks blending programs, and you operate it by pressing down on the jar. You need to keep your hand on the blender constantly when you're using it, which isn't the most convenient design. While it can produce smooth nut butter to add to shakes, it doesn't come with a smoothie bowl maker jar and isn't as easy to use for that purpose. That said, it's very easy to clean by hand, and the jars, lids, and blades are all dishwasher safe. It's also much quieter than the Duo. Number 3. Ninja Foodi Power Nutri Duo. The best single-serve blender for protein shakes we've tested is the Ninja Foodi Power Nutri Duo. This compact personal blender won't take up too much space on your counter. It comes with a pair of 24-ounce personal jars with resealable to-go lids, so you can blend a protein shake and take it to the gym in the same jar. It easily makes snow-like crushed ice and a very smooth puree of fibrous ingredients, so it's especially worth considering if you make shakes with ingredients besides protein powder and ice. Unlike many other personal blenders, it has a few automatic blending programs, so you don't need to stand near the blender the whole time it's running. It also stands out from similar blenders because of its smoothie owl maker. This 14-ounce jar has arms inside that you can rotate with a knob on top, making it very easy to blend thick mixtures, which you might appreciate if you add nut butter to your shakes and want to make your own. The jars, lids, and blades are all dishwasher safe and easy to clean by hand. Unfortunately, it's a loud blender, so you might wake up housemates if you use it for an early morning blend. Number 4. Oster Pro 1200. The Oster Pro 1200 is the best budget blender for protein shakes we've tested. While it's not as well built as the other full-size blenders listed here, it's a versatile option for protein shakes. It comes with a 48-ounce main jar along with a 24-ounce personal jar with a resealable to-go lid so you can make shakes to go. In either jar, it does a fantastic job blending fibrous elements like leafy greens and fruit skin into silky smooth shakes. It's also a good option for shake recipes that include ice, liquid, and powder, since it easily pulverizes ice cubes in its main jar. However, the manufacturer says not to add more than 6 ice cubes to the jar at once, so your batch size is a bit limited compared to most full-size blenders. It's very easy to clean by hand, and the jars, lids, and blades are dishwasher safe. Unfortunately, it has a mediocre build quality, which is a particular concern if you plan to use your blender every day. Oster advertises a US warranty of either 3 or 10 years, depending on the issue with your blender. Many blenders are only covered for 1 year, but it always depends on where you live and buy your blender. Number 5. Ninja Mega Kitchen System BL770. The Ninja Mega Kitchen System BL770 is the best mid-range blender for protein shakes that we've tested. Unlike the previous picks, this blender comes with 3 personal-sized jars that you can use for single-serve protein shakes. They each come with a to-go lid, so you can bring your drink with you on your way to work or the gym. If you use one of the personal jars, it blends fibrous additions like leafy greens just as smoothly as the pricier options listed here. The downside is if you want to make multiple servings at once in the 72-ounce main jar, it doesn't blend big batches of fibrous ingredients as effectively as the KitchenAid K400 or the Vitamix 5200, so your drink is more likely to have unprocessed grains or leafy bits left over. However, the main jar is fantastic for ice crushing, so it can do a great job with protein shakes that just include ice and powder. This blender has a few automatic blending programs, so you don't need to manually stop the blender when it's done. It's harder to clean by hand than the previous picks since you need to be careful not to cut yourself on its very sharp blades. That said, all of its components are dishwasher safe. Number 6. KitchenAid K400. The KitchenAid K400 offers similar performance at a much cheaper price. If you don't mind the downsides, a less sturdy build, a shorter 1-year warranty, and a somewhat heavier, bulkier design, it's a great option for protein shakes. Like the Vitamix 5200, fibrous elements like fruit skins disappear into the mix after around 2 minutes of blending. The 56-ounce jar works just as well with small batches of ingredients as it does when it's filled. It makes crushed ice with a more snow-like consistency than the Vitamix, which is good if you add a lot of ice or frozen fruit to your shakes. Like the Vitamix, it has a speed dial with no set increments, meaning you can make small adjustments to the blending speed. You can choose from a few automatic blending programs, including smoothie and icy drink, which means you don't need to stand near the blender while running. It's harder to clean by hand than the Vitamix, but the jar and lid are dishwasher safe. Unfortunately, it's not as well suited for processing thicker mixtures, but that won't be an issue unless you're looking for a multi-purpose blender or want to make your own nut butter to add to shakes. Number 7. Vitamix 5200. If you want to add some variety to your protein shake routine with ingredients like fruits and vegetables, seeds, and nuts, the best blender for protein shakes is the Vitamix 5200. This blender can handle just about anything you decide to throw in, and it's also extremely well built, with a 7-year US warranty, depending on where you buy it. It produces a very smooth blend with fibrous ingredients like kale and blueberries and easily makes snow-like crushed ice. Despite only coming with one 64-ounce jar, it does a fantastic job with small batches of ingredients, like for a single-serve shake, as well as with bigger batches for multiple servings. You can easily use it to whip up a batch of homemade nut butter if you like a spoonful in your shakes. It has simple controls, with no automatic blending programs. You have to start and stop the blender manually, but on the plus side, it doesn't take long to process recipes like protein shakes. Unfortunately, its jar and lid aren't dishwasher safe, but it's easy to clean by running it with soap and water in the jar.